The richest pastors in Nigeria. It is no news that some religious organizations, especially in Christendom, is basically money-making ventures for some of these ministers. That is why today I am bringing you a list of the top 8 richest pastors Nigeria has seen, right? But before that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel. Without further ado, let's just get right into the video. I'm going to start from the least richest in quotes because these men are all rich, and it's just like, okay, God gives blessings and whatnot. So I'm going from the least richest to the most richest in this list, or the most rich pastor on my list. Number 8 on my list, I have a Pastor Ayo Oritse. So if you're wondering who this is, he is a one-time president of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, is the founder of the Word of Life Bible Church based in Delta State. He is estimated to be worth around 20 million US dollars. That is a lot of money. Pastor Ayo owns a $16 million private jet. He owns a Land Cruiser, he owns Range Rovers, he owns literally luxurious vehicles. That is where he spends his money on. And his church sits about 5,000 attendees every service, so you can say that he actually has somewhere where he's making his money from and is spending very on luxurious vehicles. I'm not going to just spend long on these guys because of course you know who they are. They are the men of God we run to when we need help and whatnot to connect with God. Number 7 on my list, moving on from Pastor Ayo Oritse, I have Pastor David Ibim. So he is a Port Harcourt River State based pastor. He is the founder of Salvation Ministries. Now, Salvation Ministries started in Victoria Island, Lagos State with just his family members. But then in 1997, he got a call, he wanted to expand, so he moved to Port Harcourt River State, and that is where the ministry has been established since then. It's estimated to be worth around 27 million US dollars. That is a lot of money if you're going to convert it. I mean, and that is not even 2021, that's about 2020. That was what he was worth. So imagine how much he would have made in 2021, right? Moving on from him, number 6 on my list is Pastor Chris Okotie. Now, the founder of the Household of God Church did not start as a pastor. He started as a pop artist, which is why, in my opinion, his church sees more of all these celebrities, public figures, pop stars, Nollywood actors, and what have you, because that is where he started his ministry from. He's also a one-time presidential candidates for a party that he founded in the 2011 election. Is estimated to be worth roughly around 32 million US dollars. His church sees about 5,000 worshippers every service. He has some other means of income. He's involved in real estate, he's involved in politics, so he makes money from all of this list. Now, the 5th person on my list is Reverend Matthew Hashimoto. Now, this church is not really based in Nigeria. It's based majorly in the United Kingdom. Now, he did convert at the age of 20 when he lost his dad. So he was a Muslim, but he converted into Christendom, and then he enrolled in a Bible school that was sponsored by Foursquare Gospel Church. Then, after he graduated, Foursquare Gospel Church decided that they wanted to start a satellite district, a satellite branch in London, United Kingdom, and then they sent Matthew Hashimoto to go head that new branch. But this man had other plans. So when he got to London, United Kingdom, he just left Foursquare Gospel Church and then started his own ministry, KICC, the King's International Christian Center, which is reportedly the largest Pentecostal church in the United Kingdom. So he's making money from that. As a 2009 rather, this church made about $15 million in profits. So this man of God is estimated to be worth around 41 million US dollars. He does not make his money just from church. He has a publishing company, he's involved in real estate businesses and so many other things that is making him the 5th richest pastor in Nigeria. Number 4 on my list, moving on from Reverend Matthew Hashimoto, let's talk about the late prophet TB Joshua. Temitope Balogun Joshua, who, sadly lost his life in June of 2021, was estimated to be worth around $100 million while he was alive. In fact, it's reported that he even owns a private jet that is estimated to be worth around 65 million US dollars. That is a lot of money, if you ask me. Not only that, he has luxurious vehicles, and he was a philanthropist, even though he was worth around $100 million. So it's reported that between 2009 and his demise, he had spent about 20 million US dollars in philanthropic duties, and his church is an haven for people seeking miracles. And of course, you know, people seek miracles, they tend to just give and give and give, hoping that will encourage God to maybe give them something in return. I don't know how that principle works according to their belief, but he was a wealthy man while he was alive. He was the founder, and until the time of his demise, the lead pastor of the synagogue church of all nations. Moving on from there, I've gotten to my top 3 richest prophets, pastors, ministers in Nigeria. Number 3 on my list is the founder of the Love World Arena, the Love World group that is called Christ Embassy. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Now, in 2019, Pastor Chris was involved in in 2010 rather, he was involved in a money laundering case of about $35 million, where he was accused of swindling that much money, right, from his church members. But then he pleaded not guilty, the case was dismissed and whatnot. But even at that, regardless of all of those things, this man is worth around $110 million US. He does not make his money just from Christ Embassy, though. He is involved in so many other things. He has a publishing company, he's involved in real estate. He has a television. Most of them have television stations, television companies where they what is the word called now, project, should I use the word project, or show their ministry works and whatnot to their followers, worshippers, and what have you. That is where Pastor Chris Oyakhilome makes his money from. Number 2 on my list, I'm beginning to round up this video, is the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adebayo. Now, it took over from the original founder, right, of Adebayo of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, and under him the church, the ministry, has seen tremendous growth. So when this man is able to afford a private jet that is estimated to be worth around $65 million US, did I say 65? $75 million US. You can't blame him. He drives or he rides in a Rolls Royce Phantom, and this bulletproof. He also owns a Land Rover Discovery, among other fleet of cars, especially his private jet that he uses to run errands, across the nation. They have about, the church is located in about 192 nations in the world, and in Nigeria alone, they have over 40,000 branches. So you can expect that he should have that much money. It's estimated to be worth around $120 million US. Now, let's move on to the richest Nigerian pastor. I feel like you should know this person already because his church, the Faith Tabernacle, is the largest auditorium we have in Africa, sitting over 50,000 participants every service, and they hold 3 services every Sunday in the headquarters in Ogun State. I'm talking about the founder, the pastor, the general overseer of the Living Faith Church, popularly called Winners Chapel, Bishop David Ojayede. Now, Bishop David Ojayede is estimated to be worth around $200 million US, which is a lot of money, and is how he is able to afford not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 luxurious private jets. Not only that, he has homes both in London, the US, and even in Nigeria. He has a school, he has a university, among so many other things, and then they have a publishing company and a TV station. So you can tell that prophet, is he a prophet now? It is a Bishop David Ojayede. He's swimming in money, and he shows it. You can tell that he has money because he wears luxurious things on himself, and he rides in luxurious vehicles too. He has fleet of SUVs, he has a Rolls Royce, he has a Mercedes-Benzes, he has BMW X Series in his garage. So this man is living large. Anyways, that's where I have it today. That's the end of this video. What other man of God did I know? Did I mention your church's general overseer? The founder of your church is a person on this list. If the person is not on this list, maybe you should give more tithes in your church, so you can enrich their pockets and you can bless your return and what have you. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself and bye.